Welcome to AEW Fight Forever Series 1, Episode 72, and this is Dynamite. We have a monster show. We have Eddie Kingston taking on Jay White, Nyla Rose versus Toni Storm in a first-time matchup for them, FTR taking on Cody and Dustin, Jeff Hardy, Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho, and in our main event, we have MJF in his first title defense against Malakai Black, but let's kick it off with Eddie Kingston and Jay White.
This bout is set for one fall.
This is going to be an exciting match.
Making his way to the ring, Eddie Kingston.
So Eddie Kingston coming in at 7-4 overall, taking on Jay White.
His opponent, Switchblade Jay White.
Jay White 4-1 overall. That loss to MJF is the only blemish on his record so far. And the big thing here is, you've got Eddie Kingston who is coming off a win, albeit a tough win against Swerve Strickland at Full Gear in the exploding barbed wire death match. So this is a spot for him to have work through a little bit of adversity. He's probably still got some bruises, maybe some cuts from that match, and he, coming in a little bit damaged. Jay White coming off the four-way match at Full Gear, where he was, did not come out on top, and he's looking for a little bit of redemption because his last singles match was that loss against MJF, where he missed out on a title shot. So big match for both of these guys. We'll see who picks up the victory and who starts moving closer to the AEW World title. So Jay White picks up the victory over Eddie Kingston. Jay goes to 5-1 overall.
So explain, Jay White.
What a match we just saw.
Big win for Jay White. And moving on, we have a women's match. We have Nyla Rose taking on Toni Storm.
The following contest is set for one fall.
Man, this should be one hell of a singles match.
Making her way to the ring, she is the native beast, Nyla Rose.
So Nyla Rose comes into this match at 8-3.
Toni Storm.
Toni Storm comes in at 8-4. And if we go all the way back to the group stages, this is the second time that these women have faced off, with Nyla getting the better of Toni during the group stages. Toni's had a really strong run. She's got a couple losses to Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, but ultimately she's had a really excellent run. She was our first AEW Women's World Champion, and when you compare that to Nyla's run has been really strong too. She's former TBS champion, losing that at Full Gear to Thunder Rosa. And so now she's got her sights set on the AEW Women's title. And Toni Storm obviously wants to win her title back. So big match for both of these women. And you know, the stakes are very high with a match like this as they work, you know, at the top of the card, right? These are, so far, from a record standpoint and a performance standpoint, these women have been number 2 and number 3 in the division, trailing behind Dr. Joe Baker. So lots of big moves for them to make with a win here over what's, you know, starting to become a good rivalry. Toni Storm avenges her loss to Nyla Rose. She picks up the victory with Storm Zero. And
the winner of this match, Toni Storm.
I can't believe I was here for this amazing matchup. It was a classic, to say the least, and one people will be talking about for years to come.
Toni continues to set herself up as the number 2 in the women's
division. The following
division.
contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
This is going to be an exciting tag team match.
So for this tag team match, we have
Making their way to the ring,
taking on Cody and Dustin. FTR currently 4-2 overall, looking to cement themselves as one of the top teams in the division.
Is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
So Cody is teaming with his brother
and his
Dustin
tag team
here.
partner, well, they call him the Natural, Dustin Rhodes.
I'll use this moment to say that one of my favorite tag team matches ever, and I'm a big fan of tag team wrestling in general, is the Battleground match where Cody and Dustin beat the Shield to win the tag team titles and their jobs back. Absolutely love that match. If you've never seen it, you should go back and watch it because it's amazing. And hopefully this match will be just as good. Probably not, but it's a masterpiece. So we've got big moves right here for Cash and Dax. They're still trying to get a hold of those tag team titles, and ultimately at the top of the division, similar to the women's division, the tag team division is just owned at the top by the Lucha Brothers, and so they're still undefeated. They're tag team champions, and FTR know what they need to do to get there. And a win here would do a lot of good things, right? For Cody and Dustin, they have struggled to really cement themselves as singles wrestlers, and so this is an opportunity for them to find some footing and some success as a tag team. So we'll see if they're able to work at the level of an FTR, or if FTR are going to continue their ascent towards the Lucha Brothers and the AEW Tag Team Championships. FTR pick up the victory. They go to 5-2 overall.
What a tremendous match by all the competitors.
And moving on to our next match, we have Jeff Hardy taking on Bryan Danielson.
The following contest is set for one fall.
Man, this should be one hell of a singles match.
Making his way to the ring, Jeff Hardy!
Jeff Hardy comes into this match at 2-1.
And his opponent, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson comes in at 7-4. Danielson has shown that he's always a threat, but he's up against a tough test in Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy has been really strong in his 3 matches. His only loss is to Samoa Joe, who's been very good in his own right. But he's got wins over Danhausen and over Brian Cage so far. And Bryan Danielson has been up and down as he tends to be, but always a threat. So we'll see who picks up the victory here and what things look like moving forward for these guys. Big win for Jeff Hardy. He goes to 3-1 overall.
The winner of this match, Jeff Hardy!
Wow, what an amazing match. And we got to call it. We got to see it.
I think Jeff Hardy has the TNT title on his mind. But moving forward, we have Kenny Omega taking on Chris Jericho.
This bout is set for one fall.
All right, fans, here we go. An exciting match standing by.
Making his way to the ring, Kenny Omega!
So Kenny Omega coming in at 5-8.
He is the Devil God, Le Champion, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho comes in at 5-6. And the thing with Omega and Jericho in particular, this is a fantastic rivalry. It has been in real life. My excitement over Jericho showing up in New Japan to challenge Kenny Omega was massive. That I was so excited when that happened. It's been very cool to see those guys lock up. But for our purposes, Kenny Omega went 0-7 in the group stages. He's 5-1 since. So he's stringing some wins together. He's putting some good pieces in place, and Jericho's been kind of in the center and kind of where where he expected, or we kind of expected him to be. The thing about Jericho though is that in his last two matches, he's beaten Phoenix, he's beaten Scorpio Sky, and so he's on a little bit of a streak as well. And we'll see who gets the victory here and continues their streak, and maybe moves closer to a title shot, or if these guys end up battling each other for a little bit longer than just this one match. So we'll see what happens. So Kenny Omega can't quite reach the ropes. Gets taken down by the Lion Tamer.
Here is your winner. He is the Devil God, Le Champion, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho goes to 6-6
What an amazing match we had tonight.
And now we move on to our main event.
The following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship.
Man, this should be one hell of a singles match.
Introducing the challenger, Malakai Black.
Malakai Black comes into this match at 10-2. MJF also 10-2.
Introducing the champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
And ultimately, the way this match came up is MJF used the diamond ring to beat Malakai Black. He used the diamond ring to beat Wardlow. And so Wardlow and Malakai Black both demanded rematches. So last week we put them up against each other. Winner would get a shot at MJF to see if MJF could beat them without any shenanigans. Knowing MJF, there will most definitely be shenanigans here. But ultimately, Malakai Black beat Wardlow last week to earn a shot at the AEW World Championship. And he gets that shot here. And this is a big first defense for MJF. There's that saying about, that goes, you're not really a champion until you've defended your belt. So can MJF solidify himself as the AEW World Champion by defending his belt here against one of the top guys in the series? Malakai Black has been a monster, but has always just come up short when it was, when it was time to win. And so this is an opportunity for him to prove that he has that killer instinct and that ability to win the match that he needs to win in order to get the title. And we have a new AEW World Champion.
Here is your winner and new All Elite Wrestling World Champion, Malakai
So Malakai Black is our new AEW World Champion. He joins Jay White, Toni Storm, FTR, Jeff Hardy, and Chris Jericho in the winner's circle. But we will be celebrating Malakai Black's victory for a while. For our next episode, we've got some big matches in store. We have Jade Cargill taking on Rio, and in our main event, we have Jon Moxley and Adam Cole on Rampage on Friday. We'll see you then.